right, guys, this is where you applaud. Welcome to Bucket List.
Move in, move in.
That's it. I'm Stu. This is Rob.
Yes.
And we are going to be your host tonight. So this is how it works. It's very simple. We have your names.
We have a few names.
In a list. And we're going to pull your name, and we're going to have somebody come up, pitch in 60 seconds, and then we're going to give lovely, supportive, positive feedback.
As long as it's going well, and then it might take an evil turn to the left, and that might get really roasty. So
yes, but
we apologize.
It's going to be supportive. We are here on Founder's side, so we know how hard it is, and we're here to give you all the love and support. And this audience is too, and that's how you demonstrate it with a round of applause, everybody. This is where you applaud. There you go. We'll take it all.
They're alive.
That's it.
I was very worried.
And we want to give a big shout out to Savills, everybody. Savills, that's right, on the mug, our host.
This is a beautiful office.
Yes, beautiful. We had this built just for tonight, guys. We have been in construction for 4 months, and Savills is our partner on this, so big shout out. Let's do the honors. We'll do a drum roll. You pull the first name. Here we go.
Do you have a drum roll?
I got it right here. I'm a drummer.
Oh, snap. You're a drummer? Oh, man, I'm so nervous for whoever this is.
Here we go. Pronounce.
We're going to undo the sticky. That's a little wrinkle I wasn't anticipating. Oh, my gosh.
20 minutes.
June.
Yeah. All right,
June from
come
HealthLink. Let's go.
Come on up,
June, let's do it. That's fun to do.
All right, June. Super excited for you.
Okay, sorry. I'm really not good at public speaking, but for my company, I will do that.
See?
We love that.
All that commitment. I love it. All right, June.
That was only
We're
20,
with you 100%.
That was only 20 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Let me get. All right, and that was June, everybody. Wasn't she great?
Well, June,
I'm kidding.
I got to say, that company sounds intriguing.
All right, I'm going to get the timer here. We're going to give you 60 seconds. Here we go, June.
Oh
the floor is yours.
Okay, regular health checking are crucial for preventing chronic disease. We know that, but they are inconvenient, require multiple devices, and also the painful finger pricks. Until now, with a 10 quick second video on your laptop or your mobile phone, you can measure your blood glucose, lactate, heart rate, blood pressure, and oxygen levels, no contact, non-invasively. And our dedicated team have already captured over the interest from over 50 companies, and we are working with 2 key partners to develop products. And
10 seconds.
And our potential is enormous, not only in personal health, but also in robotics, telemedicine, and beyond. And we are aimed to have a mission to make no contact and non-invasive health monitoring accessible for everyone and empowering everyone's healthier life.
All right, give her a big hand.
The benefit of going first.
June.
The benefit of going first is you get extra time.
Okay.
You know, you get an extra 16 seconds.
That's it.
Not a big deal, but you did great. I really enjoyed it. I'm not a fan of getting pricked with needles, and so I thought, man, that's incredible. So it's like is it an app or it goes on?
Algorithm. So when you install in your phone or your computer, then you can make with a video capturing your face for 8 seconds or 10 seconds. Then you can get your result on glucose, lactate, blood pressure, all the vital signs.
So do you have 10 seconds? Can you tell me what's wrong with me with your phone right now?
Yeah.
You might need longer than that. Okay.
The diagnosis is only 10 seconds, but the right now is extensive.
So here's the thing. So raise your hand if you would have follow-up questions for June, because you're compelled by what she's doing. Look at that. So that's really your measure of effectiveness. And also you get a lot of credibility by saying, you know, this is something you're not comfortable with, but you're willing to do it. So that gives you so much cred, right? Everybody can agree, like this is somebody who's facing her fears and doing it on behalf.
And an extra 15 seconds.
100%, yes.
That's huge.
You're not gonna let this go. I'm taking it out of your budget, all right? So it also, you keyed up the problem really well, and I thought you could, what you said at the end, I think you could actually say that right up front. what I'm curious about is who is this for? Is this a B2C or B2B, it sounded like, or a little of both?
It's a B2B and B2B2C.
Okay, got you. And the pain point is literally that you needed to do this through contact, and you're allowing you to do it with zero contact.
No contact and non-invasive. You don't need to prick your finger with
Okay.
straw blood
Okay, and
to
so
get your result.
what allows you to do that? What in your technology is allowing you to do that without needing to contact or use a pinprick or anything? What?
Actually, it's a remote PPG. It's like measure your capillary, your vessel vibration. It's it's an old technology. Like 100 years ago, it's already there. But because the AI, so right now we can use that technology to measure your blood glucose and lactate and all other kind of things.
Okay, and so well, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, wow.
Yeah, all right. Do you want to?
The needle, the needle producers are going to be like out of a job soon.
Yeah.
We have
And
a
the
needle
test
side
tube.
hustle on Etsy, by the way. We're just. We
I'm
should shut it
divesting.
down.
I'm divesting right
Already?
now.
All
Going right into
Fair enough.
tattoos.
All right, fair enough. But so I think there's so much good here that if depending on what you're looking for, and this goes for everyone who's pitching tonight, you can tell us who your mock audience is, right? What are you trying to accomplish with even a pitch like tonight? Are you raising funds? Are you looking for partners? All the above?
All the above.
Okay. So, and it could be how much money are you raising?
We are trying to raise 3 million.
Okay. And have you raised any in that regard?
Not yet.
Okay, got you. And what's that going to do? What's that capital for?
It's for like we gonna because it's like a medical device.
Yep.
Software as a medical device, so we hope to raise fund to not only hire more talent, but also for FDA clearance.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will raise our price
Okay.
and also the market. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, increase our market fit.
I have a couple more follow-up. Do you?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you're on
and
right
it sounds like, do you have current clients or, okay, so who are your clients right now?
I cannot say the name, but it's
Just give us their social security numbers. That's all. That's fine. That's
They
okay.
are
blood
consumer
sample.
electronics manufacturers,
Okay.
so like a phone or notebook manufacturers,
Okay.
top 5.
Okay, top
Wow.
5. Google those right now, by the way. All right,
She signed
good.
an NDA, but she
Okay,
told us to
good.
Google
All right,
it.
that's fine. No worries. All right, so I think that depending on what, so I think this pitch has a lot going for it. It just feels like it needs to declare a major. I'm fundraising, this is how much, this is why, this is our tailwinds, this is what we're doing. And so it's hard in 60 seconds, or as 75 seconds, Rob. We get it, all right? We get
75 and a half.
it. Whatever.
Nobody's counting.
But I think that, and you can narrow that niche a little bit. You have a lot on your side. I think that technology is very interesting. I don't know if anyone knows this space, but I think also getting really particular about your competitive advantage would be helpful in bolstering that. But ultimately, I don't know if you want to take one question from the audience.
Oh,
We can let that happen. Okay, you got to project your voice, or here we go. Whoa, look at
Whoa.
this. Jason Murgaka, give him a
Wow.
hand, everybody. That's right. I did his hair
He's on
earlier.
the
There it
Winter
is.
Olympics
Go
team.
ahead. Very nice.
Scooby Hardware. What's the name of the?
Oh, wow, that was worth it.
Wow.
I'm really glad we did that.
And it's for softball questions.
Yeah,
We're
my
going to-
company name is SGAI Health Think.
Okay, and that's a perfect place to end. All right, give her a
All
big
right.
hand, everybody.
Thank you so much,
Very
June.
nice, very nice. That was number 1, DJ. There it is.
I think I'll pick that up later.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know if going first was worse or going second, because June slayed. Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
she did, slayed.
I get very nervous when I
Slayed.
open these things.
No, that's it. All right.
And just a little
Are
trepidation.
you getting to open all of them?
Do you want to open one?
No, go ahead. That's fine. I'm fine with it.
All right, Alex at Eco Powerhouse. Oh,
Oh,
snap!
here we go.
Another Wentworth alum.
Okay, here we go.
We actually crossed over at Wentworth for a short period of time.
Okay,
He's smart. He did electrical engineering.
there's your
And I'm
line.
in banking.
Okay, that's it.
All right, we're gonna
Hold on,
we gotta
I
get
gotta
that timer
this
ready.
thing. Here we go. And
It was a minute and 19. It wasn't even a minute and
Right.
15.
Rob, let it go, man. Come on, like Elsa, let it go. Here we go.
All right, I would say that my project is a construction company that does not sell houses. So it will be comprised of 4 main parts: ICF, insulated concrete forms, geothermal HVAC, which those 2 things combined together makes a very good passive cooling and heating system. And then if you put microgrid technology on top of that with a large capacity battery and a large amount of solar panels, what that'll do is it'll allow you to have a house that builds, it'll be a house that is able to sustain itself from the grid. And by being able to do that, you could have a house that basically runs off of a battery indefinitely. So just like Cohen said when they built that first car that was the 1-to-1, that was a huge step forward for mechanical engineering. This would be something similar, but for electrical engineering. But it would have to get to a point where it's a 1-to-2 ratio, where you're producing 2 times more than you're consuming. That would be kind of like the equivalent. All right, so if you do this, what you can do is you can create the world's largest decentralized microgrid network. And by doing that, what you can do is you can build out the backbone of the smart grid. And by building out the backbone of the smart grid, that'll allow you to reduce those Enron scandals where they would wait until the power would go up, cut it, and then create those rolling blackouts. By having the batteries go up and down, that prevents the grid from going up and down.
All right, here we go. All right, give him a big hand.
Somehow we gave even more time.
I did.
Somehow. I don't know
can't-
if I'm repping this or you repping it. Who's in control here?
I don't know. No one. We've
Oh my
lost
God.
control.
There's a minute 24.
Look, be
We're going to be
nice.
here till midnight.
Relax, relax. We're only going to be here till 11:15, right, everybody? Okay, fair enough.
All right.
All right, I think we all understood. Let's go to the next one, right? All right, all kidding aside, I probably understood 20, 10%,
you wanna do a reverse
5%.
pitch?
I do.
That is something that is a problem for me, is
Okay.
that a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, so I have to spend a lot of time educating them on what this project is.
So, yeah, you want to do the reverse pitch?
No,
you,
not-
you have
do you
the
wanna
guts
do it?
to do it? No, I don't. I'm too
No,
terrified.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, not you.
Oh, you want me to ask somebody to do it?
This is like an Abbott and Costello, but not as funny. Fair enough.
Or is timeless?
Okay, good.
Okay. No, I don't think we should.
No, I don't think we should.
All
Okay.
right, so but I have a couple of questions. One is, I got lost on where the end value was until the very end. So when you were in overtime, have you thought about starting off with the big problem you're solving? Have you thought about doing that?
No.
Okay. So I think the problem you're
Okay.
solving, and I'm doing a Stu here.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, Stu's incredible at this.
Okay.
So the big,
Go
maybe
on,
not.
please.
The thing Stu likes to point out is like bringing the big idea to the front of the stage. And so I think the big idea you're proposing to all of us is that you can create energy-dependent grid that isn't at the whim. It can't be exposed to trading risks. Is that right?
It would make it so that way the grid is more clean and more green, and by being able to do that, we're less dependent on fossil fuels, coal, hydrogen, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So this was almost too big. It felt like this is like a physics problem or an engineering problem. So I'm not quite sure what you're
My training
pitching.
is in engineering.
Okay, so which is cool.
Yeah.
And I get this, but what are you trying to do? Or do you have a company? Do you have a product? Is it a service?
Is this an idea?
It is
Okay.
still just an idea.
Okay.
It would be hopefully something like along the Airbnb kind of business model. So I would hope to make my customers Marriott Homes and Villas, Hilton Grand Vacation, Airbnb.
And what are you going to be providing them? A service and a product?
Well, it would be the clean and green version of what they're already trying to provide for their customers. So a lot of their customers want energy independence, and they want to have something that they can spend lots of money on lavish vacations and not have to feel bad about carbon footprint.
Okay, and so you would provide them a carbon neutral?
It would actually be as close to carbon zero as we can actually get, not carbon neutral.
And so what are you, so let's say that you've got all the money, you have $50 million. Are you building something?
Yes.
What are you building?
They'd be building the houses.
Okay, so you'd be building a house.
So construction company that doesn't sell houses. So
Okay.
we own them, we maintain them, we keep them up to date with market value. We put in the new technology, we recycle the batteries when they become junk,
Okay.
and we just keep everything up to date.
Okay,
Very
gotcha.
World Economic Forum. You will own nothing and be happy.
Okay.
Trust
I like
me.
it. Okay.
I'm a creepy German
Maybe
guy.
they'll invest.
Okay, and so the value prop would be that you want to you want to build these carbon almost zero dwellings.
Yes.
And then that will be fulfilled, the need will be fulfilled by people who want to feel good about their consumption, and then the people who are providing. So you're an intermediary.
Yes, and I think that there is a lot of things that I can point to that demonstrate that. I think that there is a lot of money being spent for advertising it, but not actually for doing it, especially from Marriott.
Okay, got it. And why Marriott?
I'm just a fan. I
Oh,
like
okay,
it.
all right.
He's got
Somebody
those
give
Marriott
him-
rewards
yeah,
points.
he's
and he
really
loves them.
hammering on that, guys.
He always
tonight.
gets
His
an
stock-
upgrade.
How much stock do you own? Okay, so I think this is, okay, so now that we sort of understand it at a macro perspective, now we can sort of understand the smaller. I think most companies are arbitrage between demand and a supply. And I think that would have been helpful to set up that there is infinite demand for carbon zero. There is limited supply. I'm here to be the bottleneck or to open the bottleneck between them with this technology, and here's what we're doing in phase 1, 2, and 3. That's how I would do it.
That's a very good way of looking at that. I think that sometimes I try to zoom in and then zoom out,
Right.
but I like what you're saying.
That's the engineer's curse.
I did get psyched when I think you said microgrid.
Yeah, I
and
got
I don't know,
excited
I was
about that.
hungry and tech dazzled at the same time. I was
Yeah.
like, microgrid, sounds delightful.
I know it's like you're reimagining the microgrid, and they're like,
Yeah.
what in the world are you talking about?
Yeah.
But at least you grab their attention.
So I think what you can do is you have this big idea, set it up in a way that everyone can get on board, and then once you have them on board, you can drill down into the specifics. But you need to also be able to give, and I always say this to anyone who's a technologist, scientist, these are people I work with all the time. Always have your A and B message. Your A is the simplified high level, B is the double click or the deep dive for the engineers in the room. But start there, and if somebody says, yes, I have a PhD in mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, I want to know more about the grid technology, you go, wonderful. But don't start there, because I had to be like, uh-oh, don't know where we are.
I understand that. I always want to give people as much information as possible and then allow them to make a decision from there. But I understand that business, you have to kind of step back from that a little bit and allow it to happen more
You
organically.
must be a delight on a first date.
Absolutely.
You lost me pretty immediately.
But I think it's really, really cool. And once you simplify, which is easier said than done, but once you do that, then you'll have permission to have people ask for more. Okay? Yes. So very cool. Let's give them a big round of applause, everyone. Very nice.
You're going to pull the next one. You got to throw it over
good.
the edge, though. That's the only rule. You ready?
I will. Good.
Who's up next?
All right.
Do you want to pitch? Do you want to pitch?
All
Come
right,
on.
we got to get your name in here.
No. Come on.
All right, come on up.
You got 1 minute.
Pitching.
You're pitching. What's your
Pitching.
name?
There we go.
Harrison Bramhall.
All right.
Pitching to you or them?
No,
Pitching.
they're your
Yeah,
audience.
They're your audience.
Let's get up for Harrison, everybody.
Oh,
All right,
Harrison.
hold on, here we go.
He came in late
That's
and he
it.
got picked. That
All right,
was
good.
scripted. Sort
Absolutely.
Of. All right, ready?
60 seconds starts. 3, 2, 1.
It's more
go.
like 90.
All right, whatever.
I'll take it. All right. So people are sitting on immense value if they own real estate land, in particular if they own a home, but they don't know how to unlock that value. So I want to help them do that. I want to help them unlock the value of their land. I do that by helping them figure out what's possible to build on their land. It uses GIS, geospatial technology, to measure the setbacks and figure out if they're able to build an accessory dwelling unit in their backyard. These can be useful for renting out and building additional equity in your home and also cash flow. The cost will eventually equal it, balance itself out. So that's my proposition.
All right. Whoa, look
Dude,
at that.
that's amazing.
Look
He
at
did
that. Give him a big round of applause.
47
That's it.
seconds.
Boom. See?
You
We got it back.
You
we
missed
got
the
it back.
first. You got it back.
We're
So
back.
all the time it's been
We're back
recovered.
on track.
No, partially.
Unbelievable.
Partially. We're almost back.
the
The
sensors.
sensors backyard Airbnb.
That's it. Okay.
Backyard Airbnb.
Okay,
Oh,
I
create
like
your
it.
own backyard Airbnb.
Very nice.
Ray's gonna pitch for you now. He's got a great idea. It's called create your own backyard Airbnb.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So this is in Massachusetts. There's new legislation, right? So for those uninitiated, anyone who has, why don't you give the background of who is eligible to build an ADU, an alternative dwelling unit?
Yeah, accessory dwelling unit.
An accessory. Well, like who's eligible to build it? How much land do you have to have?
Well, it depends on the zoning. So it's town by town.
Okay.
Anybody who owns property as of August is eligible based off of Governor Healy's recent statewide mandate.
Okay.
So if you own land and you have enough in your backyard, that's what I want to help you figure out.
Okay.
You can build it.
Okay, so let's talk about why are people doing this? Are they doing this for helping their elderly parents to get an additional rental income property to set up another pot farm? What are they doing with these ADUs?
Yeah, it runs the gamut.
Give me the gamut, and I'll pay this off. Like, what is the most extreme to the most common?
I think the most extreme would be using it for an art gallery or a fitness space, which doesn't generate revenue.
Okay.
A very standard use case would be building it to rent out to somebody and get monthly cash flow based off of that.
So why would you do the fitness studio or art gallery? Would that be for a tax write-off, or would you just do it to indulge?
That would just be for indulgence. That's why, yeah.
But the value prop you said was you're sitting on untapped equity. So then we err on the side of the cash positive business.
Absolutely.
Here's what was happening for me. I think most people get it. When you get real estate or things that are in the common sort of language, like buildings and trucks and
You didn't trust the word
transportation.
vernacular, then, did you?
I didn't know, whatever it was. That people can understand what that is. What I think would be helpful is to give like 3 miniature case studies in your 60 seconds of what types of unit that could generate cash. Like
yeah.
what?
That's
it
a
would
great
be
idea.
like an Airbnb.
Yeah.
What else would it be?
It would be a rental unit, and it would be elderly aging in place. So
Yep.
for your
In-law
parents.
And-
In-law suites.
and-
And then the other one could be short-term rentals. So
Okay.
long-term, short-term, or
That's how I would pitch this.
Yeah.
If you have property that you wonder if you can build on, whether it's A, B, or C, we can help you figure that out fast. Now, here's the problem. What's holding them up? Do they not know? Do they not know who to hire? Do they not know where to
the
go?
price tag of the ADU is typically sticker shock.
Okay.
And I think that's because that people don't understand the value that they could get out of it.
Okay.
Not just building equity, but also for a monthly cash flow.
Okay, but for the average person who's thinking of building something, what's stopping them? So what we're trying to address is what's the pain point?
Yeah.
Are they just not knowing who to reach out to? That's not English, by the way.
So the pain point is not being able to do the due diligence. It's a lot of research to figure out if this is a viable option for people.
And you didn't say that.
Yeah.
You need to say that, right? It's going to take you dozens of hours to figure out if you have a value prop. We're going to do it in 10 minutes. And you're going to know which type and how much cash flow it can generate and when's your payback period.
And we're going to connect you with a lender and a builder to
Yep,
help you get started.
exactly.
Is this part, hold on.
Did I
Are
make
you
that
guys
up?
in on this?
No, I
Okay,
just
hold
thought
on.
that that's the next
And
play. Is that the next
Citizens
play?
Private Banking should be your...
With 3 With 3 simple clicks, you too can have an alternate dwelling unit. Did I do it? With a good enough FICO score.
So I think that ultimately, I think everyone gets it, and you could probably arrive there. If you
Yeah.
really want to crisp up this pitch, I would say here's the pain point. It's time, it's lack of information, and it's no clarity on the payback. Well, if you have property, you could have 1, 2, 3 mini case studies, and they could be generating cash positive within 18 months.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, and that would bring them right to it. And are you a service provider with a product?
Yeah, and I would connect them with general contractors, builders.
And what are you
and
pitching
lenders.
for to get clients or to raise money or both?
So I'm pitching to be, I'm pitching to partner with builders because a lot of people come to them.
Everyone here's a builder though. That's the
Oh,
best
sorry.
part. No, not?
There are like architects, modular manufacturers
Okay.
who people come to them. They give them a price,
Okay.
and then the people are like, oh, okay, well, nice talking to you.
So you want to be the liaison
Yeah.
between people who want to build units and people who have units to be built. So
Right.
you are also that intermediary.
If you want to make them energy zero or whatever that is.
That's
Yeah, I
it.
heard that when I walked in.
Hey,
Yeah.
you should talk.
you
I
guys
mean,
should-
I know.
right. I said we were going to start a new company tonight, and
We
I
just
mean
did.
it. And that's why we're raising $10 million, guys. Now, if we do some quick math.
Feels like a forced family marriage.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think you're pitching for other people to provide the service, yes? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so just being clear about that up front. and saying this is who we're here to do. But I don't know. I'm into it. I've got some land I'm ready to build on, so let's talk.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, all right. I gotta get a place for Rob. We need his vacation spot. I'm gonna set up that. It's gonna be a great vacation spot.
I thought you were going to say the Death Star for some reason.
it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
good.
why, but that's where my brain went.
We're gonna build a treehouse Death Star. You're gonna love it, man. It's gonna be carbon zero. You're gonna love it all.
Besides the lightsabers, when I turn the lightsaber on, we go right over,
That's
just
it.
like most of the pitches.
All right, cool. Any questions from the audience? Oh, we have a question. All right, hold on.
Hold
Wait a
on.
minute. We're gonna mic you up. We're gonna do
Oh my
this.
gosh.
It's gonna work.
So is it going to be an app, or is it like I just go to your website, fill out a form, and then you'd reach out and edit, then you kind of do everything?
Yeah, so it is an app right now.
A little closer.
It is an app right now.
Even closer.
Keep going. Now a little.
This is getting.
All right, come on, man. Trying to get good audio.
Yeah, so it is an app right now. I have a minimum viable product, which essentially, I've focused on a couple of towns. So if it's within the towns that I'm focused on so far, we can calculate it in seconds.
Okay, cool. All right. And I think even throwing out some that, in these towns, for someone who builds an X, they can be cash positive in 17 months. They could be positive in 22 months. Like, you can just throw those numbers out to get people to want to click in.
That's a good point, yeah, because every town's different. There's going to be some towns and some unit types that just don't make sense.
Right.
Are you advertising this anywhere?
I'm doing in-person meetings.
Like this. This is his
And
advertising right now.
this would be my advertising.
Do you
But
like door knock, or how do you get into these?
He showed up.
I reach out to different builders and talk to them, and
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Very cool. I was wondering if you just show up and then we call you on stage instead of.
No,
you
this
do
is
it.
good.
Yeah.
This is a business development plan right
this is
here.
great.
Just pitching around town. All right,
I'll
give him
go
a big round of applause.
Marketplace.
All right,
Wow.
cool.
Now you actually get to do it. I'm so
right, good.
petty. I
All
didn't
right.
even let you pull
All
the
right, good.
goddamn
All right,
name.
good. Okay.
Unbelievable. I have issues.
Real estate, healthcare, that's what we're getting. Okay, here we
And
go.
we had the clean energy building.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, very nice. Okay.
oh, Kat, thank you.
I'm going to let this song roll for another 10 minutes. Oh, this is good. All right, here we go. Our next. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is
I know.
someone-
I told
yeah,
you
this
it's
is, I'm
nerve-wracking.
telling you. This is, wow.
Do you want me to go back to opening them?
No,
or?
that's fine. Fair
Okay.
enough. All right, I got it. Okay.
MC Kim.
There
with
we go.
Mo
Come on
Pacquiao.
up. There you go.
I mean, for the people who didn't see it, he shot out of that stool.
That's it.
He was ready.
Okay.
And he's already getting mic'd up.
He is.
This is a
This is
man
it.
who operates with explosiveness, efficiency.
All right.
I can't wait for this pitch.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
All right. Okay, good. Yeah, this is your audience. That's right. This is your friendly audience. That's it right here. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wait, is this his?
Yeah, that's his. All right. You got 60 odd seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Yeah, we are Modoc AI, and we are making a smartphone app called Fever Coach, which is helping parents how to care their child when they has a fever or when they are sick. So Fever Coach achieved 2 million downloads and 300,000 monthly active users in South Korea. And now we are making a new startup and new service which is dedicated for the US market. So actually I worked in a room and I saw so many parents are rushed in the ER room in a panic, and which is totally unnecessary. And this is wasting about $4 billion in the United States annually. So actually, we are in an angel level funding stage, and already half of them is already committed. So if you are interested in our service and our team, please contact me. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. All right,
Wow.
good. Time on the clock.
When I said accuracy, precision, 57.93, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
very
as
nice.
close to a minute as we've gotten here.
Okay.
Does he get an award for that?
He does get an
I think
award.
so.
He gets
the
this.
closest to the hole.
Absolutely.
What's wasting the 4 billion?
What's that?
That's wasting the 4 billion?
Yes.
$4 billion caused by the unnecessary ER visits,
Okay.
emergency room visits.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so lots to love here. I think we just need to move some chess pieces around. So first and foremost, are you an ER physician?
I'm a ER doctor, but not I'm not doing the practicing here.
Okay, but you saw it as an ER physician.
Yes.
You could start there because that's also, and you saw it so people are bringing their children in for fevers that they don't need to. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And why are they doing it? They're panicking because they're seeing symptoms in their child. So parents are nervous, ERs are getting slammed, and there's this dam happening that's costing billions, correct? And this tool, so I would start there from the problem. Parents are nervous, they're bringing their kids in. ERs are already slammed and overwhelmed, and they can't service. We are here to stop that craziness. I'm a physician, I saw it firsthand, right? And here's what our app does. With the power of AI, what does it do?
We provide some educational information with a retailored situation about your child.
So I have a 6 and a 3-year-old. So if they're having a fever, what do I do? Get the app, scan their...
No, get the app and put some temperature and their weight, age, and we automatically generate some proper dosage of the Tylenols and when is safe for the second dose, and when do you measure the temperature gain, and there is some kind of red flag in your child.
So all of this is going to be on my phone, which is going to help. And how do I know that I can trust the advice?
Yeah, we provide some kind of the reference, which is have authorities like in the doctor's guidelines.
Okay.
So like American Pediatric Associations or some.
And so so I would start with that problem. It's a two-sided problem, parents and ERs. We're here to stop the insanity with this tool. It's already got how many users in South Korea?
2 million.
2 million, so that's credibility. Look at this tailwind, and now we're launching stateside. And you were raising how much?
I didn't say that, about the 200,000.
200,000, and you said you're halfway there?
Yeah.
Done. So all of that tailwind, that is so much credibility. Physician, problem, technology, solve it. Have lots of users, and we're halfway to our fundraising goal. I think the right audience is going to just find you quickly and want to partner because of all of these tailwinds that you've got, and you can do it in the allotted time. I think that if you're fundraising, that's how I would think about it.
Yeah. I just want the app.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids that are sick all the time, and I'm not sure if it's serious.
It's because
or
you
not.
don't take care of them. I mean,
yeah,
what
my
else?
wife does. That's how I'm able to be here with you, Stu.
Yes, no, this is all true.
It's all working until now.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually moms are more sensitive than the fathers, so
So many times.
our-
So many
But
times.
this guy cries easily. He's very sensitive.
I'm
by
very
the way,
sensitive.
but not towards his children's needs. Or
I'm
their health.
surprised we don't have a tissue box right here.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. This is all true. Yeah, I think it's fascinating, and I think you having that credibility, that experience, that all is going to bode well. Any questions from the audience, dear audience?
Besides, where can you sign up?
Yes.
Besides, where-
right.
oh,
All
go
right.
ahead,
We'll go
Bill.
to the audience. Here we go.
Yeah, I have a question. So basically, I'm wondering, similar lines, like how do you deal with, again, if you can trust it, and if, again, people can be dumb. You know, my hand,
So less than intelligent. Let's just say that, okay? I'm sorry.
and they might say they followed your instructions, but they didn't. What if their child ends up in a worse condition? How do you plan to kind of mitigate that as from a legal standpoint? Yeah.
We have an AI lawyer that's on staff.
No, we have a person lawyer, and we have a lot of disclaimer on our service, and our lawyer has a specialized some kind of medical information on the web and app, and we got a consult from them. And also, the one good point is everyone thinks something like that. Actually, fever is a kind of normal process of your during the growing your child, but sometimes there are kind of phenomenon called fever phobia, which is not solved for 20 years globally actually. So we are solving that fear at just fever. So yeah, that's what we are doing.
And do you have proof points that what you've done has slowed down unnecessary visits?
What does that mean?
You have so many users in South Korea. Has that helped mitigate unnecessary visits?
Yeah, usually they don't go to the ER. They usually make an appointment.
Okay, so it's a less of a burden on the healthcare system and all that. Okay, good. Yeah.
10 times less.
But your audience, your users are probably concerned parents, right? So I would tell the story through that lens. The concerned parents don't need to go to the ER. This is a tool that will help mitigate. Not always, but it will also help you mitigate, unnecessary visits.
Kind of the risk.
Yeah, 100%. All right, cool. All
Awesome.
right, give him a big
Thanks so
hand.
much.
Very nice, guys.
I'm just shaking it. You're going.
Here we
I
go.
think we're going to reverse pitch this one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Okay. I
think we can do it.
That was an enthusiastic
Yeah, no, it's good.
shaking of the bucket.
Reading the audience, we're losing them a little bit. We're gonna have to cut to drinking pretty soon.
They need a refill.
Okay.
Do you guys need a refill?
Do you guys want a refill? You guys want a 5-minute interlude? 3 minute? All right, 3-minute
Three
interlude.
minute.
Here you go. Move
I
around.
need a refill.
There you go.
I need a refill.
Let's do it. That's it.
Yes, get some drinks. Right. You know what?
Come on over,
How do we get
gang.
'em
All right, guys. Big round of applause. Let's get this started.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
All right, here we go. All right, we are going to keep the party. We got about 3 more, and then we're done, and we're going to hang out for a little bit, guys. You having some fun? We having fun?
Little fun.
All right, good.
The brief
All right.
intermission was so I could go cry.
Yes,
so I'm
absolutely.
back.
He's
I'm ready
back.
to go. I'm brave enough to sit here
That's
for
it.
3 more pitches.
100%. All right, guys, we have our next pitch is going to be Nico from Rentscape. Give him a big hand.
my
Here
goodness.
we go. There we go. Come on up. He's getting
coming
mic'd up.
He's getting
mic'd
mic'd
up. Here we go. You guys just vibe a little bit. There we go.
Let's go over under on 48 seconds.
Okay, good. All right. There we go. All right, Nico. You get. We'll see if Rob's feeling generous, but 60
I'm not
seconds
even
on the clock.
You're on the clock.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
Are you ready?
3, 2, 1, Nico.
Hey guys, do we all hate renting out here?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I love to hear. So essentially, we're building AI just to make renting faster. Basically, if you're trying to find a place in 2 months, we want to make it 2 minutes. That way, everybody saves money, you save time, you got to do what you love. We've been doing that for about half a year. We have some traction in Canada. I just moved here, and now we're looking to launch.
Okay,
Wow,
look
that
at this.
was a
Wow.
way under.
Whoa,
Way
whoa,
under.
whoa. 22 seconds.
Oh,
It took me 2 seconds to pause. All right, Nico, this is very compelling. So this is a tool that helps renters find a spot quickly. How does this work? What's the technology?
Yeah, so we connect with over 1,000 databases. We scan all of them and then find the place for you based on what you're looking for. And then we verify your information, send it to realtors, the buyer, whoever it is.
Yep.
They get all your information. They feel safe. You feel safe.
Yep.
You sign, 1 click, boom, done.
Okay, cool. And so you already have proof of concept. You have traction in what cities?
So we're currently in Toronto and Montreal in Canada, and we're currently in conversations with people here in Boston.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
And how many users do you have?
That's confidential.
Okay, all right, okay, but a fair amount. Okay, so there's demand there for it, and how are you going to find the databases? Like, give us a little bit more insight on how this works, and more specifically, how this is working compared to other solutions that might be out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we connect directly with MLS, Zillow, basically any kind of database you can even think of, we're already connected.
Okay.
And then how we kind of differ, how we're better is you can apply straight through us.
Okay.
We'll send it straight to the realtor, straight to the buyers, straight to the seller, whoever that is. They'll get it directly. They'll see your information. They'll know it's verified all by us.
Okay.
So basically you can rent simpler, faster, and safer.
So on both sides, this is for renters and for landlords, yes?
Yes.
Okay, got it. And so they're getting higher trust, more data. Is that the value prop to them? I get the time, so that was very clear. Instead of 2 months, it's 2 minutes. What's the value prop? Are you having a higher confidence that this is the right person to rent and or be rented to?
Yeah, exactly. So basically we'll scan each person that you want to buy from or rent from, and then they'll be assigned a score, basically like a safety score, and then from there you can just choose the best one that you want.
Don't answer this clearly, but what do you think Rob's safety score would be right now? Like if you had to give him a safety score.
I signed an NDA for that before.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, good.
I'll pay you later. I'll pay you later.
All right, what questions? I mean, there's a lot to love here.
Are you charging both the landlords and the renters to use the platform?
Yeah, so if you're a renter, you only pay the verification fee to just prove that you can pay the rent.
Yeah.
And if you're a landlord or you're a realtor, basically we save you half the fee. So instead of paying a full month, we can negotiate that down to half a month, or even for some places, if you do in bulk, we do about like $200.
Nice.
So you save like 90% of the cost right there.
Yeah, that was all I had.
That's
to be
it?
honest. Yeah, I was like, I wondered where the rub was. Is it really expensive? Is it a one-time fee on both ends, or is it an ongoing fee for the landlords who have multiple units? Is it like time on platform, or is it transaction based, or?
Yeah, so we're pretty flexible as well. So basically we can amortize that across the whole year. So if you don't want to pay the $200 at once, maybe we'll do like $5 a month, or just $5 for essentially the whole time of the whole term length.
Okay.
And so what are you trying to attract users? Are you trying to fundraise? All the above, more?
Yeah, all the above. We love our users. We love being safe for everybody. So we want to get more users. We want to get more renters. We want to get more buyers, more homeowners. Basically, if you have anything to do with real estate, commercial or residential, we'll work with you. We want to make sure you get the safe things first.
And is the value prop that you're going to be first to do it at this level, or is it the technology, or is it a little both?
It's absolutely both. I think like there's AI everywhere. No one really uses it. You don't really know what's safe. So we just bring the AI right into your hands, right on your phone. That way you can do it straight for home searching.
Okay, cool.
Does it work for alternative dwelling units, ADUs?
It just might. It just might.
Dude, that was a mouthful.
Yeah,
I felt like I was slurping on
Yeah,
licorice or something.
I have a dance studio in the Metro West that I'm looking to rent out on.
It'll work for that too. We
Okay,
scan
good,
everybody.
okay, good. And also we have our art studio. We go in on something.
That's our pottery. We
It's
do
Northampton. It's a whole thing. He throws pots. I hold him from behind. It's great. It's
That's where the yoga comes in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Flexible. All right. What's not to love? I feel like we could open it up to the crowd because, by the way, your shoot from the hip pitch is money. It's like you're like, nothing phases me. You got the confidence thing on lock. Questions from the audience here. Who's got one? There we go. You, sir, in the front.
How do users, renters, find out about this? And if you're cutting out the realtors, do you have any sort of pushback from that?
Interesting. Controversial.
Yeah, I love controversy.
All right.
Controversy. Basically, we're like invite only right now. But if you're looking for a place, feel free to reach out. We're always working with new people. We're currently working with students and young professionals. So if you feel, you definitely seem like you're in that category. So I think, we can make that happen.
Okay.
I
good.
like how we're stretching the boundaries of
Yes,
young.
Absolutely. Yes. Or middle-aged professionals, whatever it would
If
be.
they were pointing at me, I would
Yes.
be out of bounds on both of those.
No, indeed.
Yeah.
I think you guys could play it off. This is a mature PhD student. I can see that.
Wow, that's it.
Masters in homelessness.
That's it. Come on, man.
I can see the ayahuasca or the
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
That's what I do with my ADU. It's a retreat. It's great.
All right. Well, lots to love. You want to give the company a shout out? Props?
Yeah. So we're Rentscape, rentscape.co. Feel free to check us out online.
All right.
Wow.
Give it up for Nico, everybody. I think there's a theme tonight,
I
and
feel like
it's
we're real
it's
estate
real
focused,
estate.
yeah.
I mean, Savills was like everything has been trending towards. We've been ADUs.
Yeah.
We have net zero. We're renting
Yeah.
units.
Deep conspiracy theory.
Yeah, all right.
We've lost trust in the dollar.
Yep.
And we're not sure about Bitcoin,
Right,
so we're
yeah.
going back to things like gold and
Yep,
real estate.
I like it, yeah.
It's bringing out the old person in all
I
of us.
want to build, no one knows what this reference is, but I want to build like a little Smurf kingdom on my land. Just that I would charge people, can I do that, by the way? Where I would charge people sort of like a miniature
Yeah.
version of Santa's Village, but Smurfs.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was trolls because they just
I like
do
that
that
too.
new movie.
Yeah,
It
I
kinda
do
rocks.
that too. And I could, if I understand correctly, I could turn that into an ADU.
You
like
could.
a theme park. Could I do a theme park? Theme park, can I do it?
Depends on how much land you have.
Okay, we'll
Wow.
get, okay.
If
Well,
you
all
have
right.
enough land,
I do want to do a theme park.
can do a
I've
theme
always
park.
wanted to build a tiny train.
zero emissions theme
Okay,
park.
I
You
like
can
it.
partner
A
together.
net zero train theme park
Not
that
zero.
shows you the Smurf Kingdom.
I don't know the difference between net zero.
Okay, good. All right, this is
All right,
Jason's
ready?
banter. You're welcome, Jason. You got it, buddy. All right, let's go.
Jason asked
Two
us
more.
for banter. I don't
Two
know how
more.
good it was.
That's it. We're gonna
This
fix.
one's
We're
cooked
gonna
because
fix that in post.
This one's cooked because I could already see the name, but I don't care. Locks, get up here.
Yeah, there we go. Give it a big hand.
Are you ready?
You ready?
Oh my God. You have 1-ish minutes.
Okay.
You've already banked an additional 46 seconds from the last two pitches.
Yes.
And so
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is our second. This is our penultimate.
Wait, are you
pitch.
reading?
No,
Okay,
no.
you had
He's
your
just-
phone out. I
no,
thought you were
no,
reading.
It's all
I
right.
was, like, so
no,
pumped.
he's just catching up on Blinkist right now.
So
That's
stand
all right.
right on the white tape.
All right, there you go. White tape. There you go. Right there.
He missed
Good.
the training.
Yeah, I feel like he's
But
going to drop some
it's gonna be
knowledge on
fire.
us. I like
This is
it.
gonna
All
be
right,
fire.
60 seconds, 3, 2, 1, all you.
I'm Laksh, founder of TrueLeague, which is a peer-to-peer people integration platform for colleges and universities to grow their enrollment by connecting prospective students with current students. I had a difficult time navigating through my college search journey and find my best fit because I didn't have access to mentors who've been there, done that. There's no surprise universities are hurting. We bridge that gap by bringing those students, prospective and current ones together, leading to enrollments and data insights for colleges. We are north of 100K in ARR with 7 leading schools such as Babson, Simmons, WPI, and a passionate team of more than 20 individuals spread across 4 different countries who are highly motivated to revolutionize student engagement and the way higher ed recruits. Thank you.
Wow. Really good. Whoa. Man.
Wow.
Just hand gestures alone, this guy's crushing,
Don't
man.
hold
This
the
guy
mic.
was
Don't put the mic
bridging
down.
and
Keep the mic.
passionate. Man, this was a masterclass. All right, not your first pitch, right? No, okay, good. Lots to love here. So what's the problem? Is it that these universities are not getting enough applicants and then students don't know where to apply? What's the actual problem here?
So universities are unable to yield students. They may be getting applicants, but maybe 1 out of 10 of those ones who've been admitted are really accepting and going to that school.
Okay, so they're not getting qualified candidates, right?
Best fit.
Okay, got you. Best fit, and
There's
then
another theme emerging, best fit.
yeah, best fit, 100%. And then students are what? They're diluting their efforts because they're applying maybe to the wrong school or something that's not like. Is that it's just a matching problem?
No, 1 in 3 students in the United States in their second year report that they regret choosing the institution that they went to.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's about finding their best fit school again.
Okay, so for students, they're finding the best fit and for schools, they're finding better candidates. So you're a matchmaking service for those two.
And you just termed a new coin, institutional regret.
Yes. Okay.
I feel that.
I do. I've had a lot of institutional regret.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what happens when they let us out of the nut house.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, if we had like a band, that would be our debut album, Institutional Regret, right? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I love that.
You should see him play jaw harp,
Oh
guys.
my
He's
gosh.
really good.
It's really good.
Okay, so the problem is matching, and then you said it was a very sexy term, 100K ARR. Do you want to break down what that means for the audience?
Right, so annual recurring revenue.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so we're working with 7 institutions. I'm not counting any verbals in and commitments in.
Okay.
But it's good. It's like we feel this tailwind.
Okay.
And that's because admissions offices or enrollment offices are thinking about these things.
Okay.
How to get students together to increase yield,
Right.
North Star metric for them.
Right.
And students are always looking to connect with current students, right? Because the way you learn best, humans tend to turn to other humans to make life-changing decisions, like where to go to college, right? So there's no surprise that they want to talk to those who've come before them and who walked that path before them to learn from them.
And so what's the business model? Who pays you?
Free for students, big part of our mission. Institutions pay an annual subscription based on the size of the school. We're currently in a penetration pricing strategy just to ensure that we can very quickly adopt maybe 20, 30, 50 schools. It's a follow-est industry. Once you have that critical mass, you can accelerate quickly. And essentially, schools pay an annual subscription. So let's say 2,000 students, we're paying like 15 grand a year.
Okay.
And a Simmons have 5,000 students going to be paying like 25, 30 grand a year.
Okay.
Right? So, and free for students, the platform seamlessly embeds and sits on the institution's website. So students are not, and I think I should have mentioned that, but students.
Okay, good. Well, you had 15 seconds. You can say it right now. Yeah, say it. Eat it up with that. I think that's one of the key value props. So tell us about that.
Right. So TrueLeague is a peer-to-peer platform that embeds seamlessly onto the institution's website for prospective and admitted students to be able to deep dive, match with ambassadors, and learn from them to make informed higher ed decisions.
Okay, so that's really key because what you're saying is they can put their label on it, their logo on it, yes? So they keep their strong branding, but you're humanizing and giving a point of contact to prospective students. Higher yield, better experience, everyone's happy. Cool, cool. All right, I love it. I mean, what's not to love?
There's nothing I don't love about it.
So the good news is Rob and I are opening up Stu and Rob's University.
Yes.
And we're going to need some applicants. So
I
we
thought
want
we
to
were gonna
talk
call
to
it
you.
institutional regret.
No.
What
We're
happened?
It's going to be
This
an
is all about branding and
Look,
marketing.
it's going to be an
institutional regret.
alternative junior college.
Oh.
And we're going to set it up. You're going to love it. And we're going to need you to comp us this. But we don't have a platform yet, but we're going
The
to build
senior,
it.
junior college.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You go for 8 years. Okay? You'll love it. All right, big round of applause, everybody. We got one more. You guys ready for last one?
Should I cook the books or not?
Okay, guys.
Thumbs up for cooking the books or not.
If we
no,
get
this is live. Cook the books or no. I see a name exposed, or I can take one blind. We go blind? Go blind?
Blind.
How
Okay,
many
fair
for
enough.
blind?
Okay. There you go. Fair enough.
Oh!
Okay. Oh, wow.
I've
Okay,
never
guys.
been told that before.
Okay, hold on. That's not true. I said it 18 minutes ago.
Oh, gosh. This one's folded different than the rest.
This is. It's like origami, guys. You really folded the crap out of it. People's like fears of public speaking came into like.
The first one you got was like
Yeah,
sealed.
I know,
You
it
could
was.
not get that thing open.
Yeah.
I was getting nervous. All right.
Here we go.
William Farrow.
All right, Ferrara. Here we go, William.
I said the last name wrong.
Yeah, Ferraro.
Ferraro.
There you go, William.
Was it really folded that different?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone else folded theirs in half. And
Okay.
you did a third. Yours was very easy to open.
Folded it in a third just because the tape on the inside.
It's
Fair
very
enough.
nice.
All right.
Setting a new precedent. Does he get extra time for
No,
the
he
the
gets
fold?
less time.
Less time?
Here we go. This is all right.
We've been sub 1 minute for 6 consecutive pitches.
I like it.
This is all coming down to you.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So if you're like me, you've probably been somewhere in the past week, right? You've gone out to
Hold
eat.
it up a little closer.
You've gone out to eat. You have probably gone to axe throwing or escape room or something like that. Problem is, every time you go there, before you go there, you're going to look at the reviews. And the problem is, then you look at the reviews and you see 3 stars, 5 stars. You don't know what to believe, okay? And most of the time, you don't know because 1/3 of reviews right now are bots. And unfortunately for us, it's a real problem. And that's because trust is everything. It's like the new oil in the digital economy. So because of that, you don't know what to trust, you don't know what to believe. And businesses on the other end suffer from that because they are getting spammed constantly. We've created a way to solve that trust problem and validate whether reviews are real or not in a very easy and quick way. And we've also allowed businesses to gain real insights into what's going on with their businesses. So the business is called Nonarev, and we are kind of building. We're not really fundraising because I'm bootstrapping it. So that's about it.
There you go.
Great.
All right. Don't give him money at all. Don't.
Bill's too good
Yes,
for your money.
okay. All right,
That's what I
good.
heard. Was that the pitch? Bill's too good for your money?
No.
Okay.
So is this a real problem, like 1/3 of false reviews? I thought it would be more than that. But like, what is the actual problem here?
The problem is that because of bots are just coming in and destroying businesses.
Okay.
So because of that, you don't.
But how do you know this to be true?
How do I know it to be true?
Yeah.
Because everybody know it's been proven. I mean, Google has taken down 55 million fake reviews just in 2022, which isn't even a lot, to be honest.
Okay.
How many reviews are there?
Google gets 38 million daily.
Okay.
So 55 million is nothing.
Wow.
Okay.
So less than a day and a half.
Less than a day and a half. It's a drop in the bucket. And that's just Google, which they get 88% of the market. Yelp has 6%. They get about 3.5, 4 million.
So your hypothesis is that because there's these false reviews or fake reviews, that there's not enough trust in the economy, and thus people are losing business and people are having subpar experiences.
Absolutely.
And so how are you solving that?
We're basically starting with brick and mortar, and we're going to be able to allow people to go in, and when they get into the business, we have a way to validate that they've been there without them even, all they have to have is the app on their phone. Once they leave, they get a ping just like when you leave an Uber or a rideshare, and it asks you how the business did.
So it's going to be like the blue check mark of reviews.
Similar, but on the other hand, reviewers.
Do you like that one? Hold on. Let's just have a
So-
moment for that. Just for all right. You
Verified
all right?
user.
Hold on,
Oh
here
my
it is.
God.
There we go. Okay, hold on. Do we have a brush we could? All right. Good. Sorry.
Do a little
Back to
shower
you,
head
William.
somewhere?
All right. There you go.
The other thing we do is reviewers aren't treated
honestly, with real respect. When you leave a review, most people don't leave reviews because honestly, deep down inside, they're afraid of leaving a review. And the reason is not because they're afraid of criticism, it's because they're afraid their voice isn't going to be heard. And that's a big fear. We've done a lot of research on that. We've done a lot of questions, the 5 whys, we get deeper, and it's basically because people are afraid that their voice doesn't matter.
Okay, so I think this is missing from the pitch. I think the verification and then the fact that it's preventing people who honestly want to share. I think that I would leave that in. Okay. So, and then how are you going to make money on that? You're going to basically make sure that people have verified reviews for their businesses and charge them?
So basically, businesses, so I own a brick and mortar, so I get this, okay? I market a lot, and I have no idea where it goes. It goes somewhere up in marketing heaven and never comes back, right? I don't know where it goes.
That is what marketing is. As far as I can tell, that's what it is.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna do, it's gonna be a recurring monthly revenue, recurring monthly fee, and it'll be tiered. It's very minimal, but then anytime what you can do is reviewers will actually get compensated. It's a points-based system, and you'll actually compensate it at a certain level to leave reviews. So as a business might say, okay, this month I want to dedicate $1,000 towards reviews, and each review will get between $3 and $5. And then as you leave the review, as you get points, you get anywhere between that $3 and $5. We would take a percentage of that, and then we also get the monthly recurring.
So I think all that deserves to be in the pitch. I think you start, look, I own a business, reviews are fake, they're destroying trust. What if we could fix it? Here's a better way to do it for businesses, here's a better way to do it for reviewers, win, win, win. And put yourself as the arbitrage in between, the people who want to leave a review and the people who need verified reviews. And then start in your niche. What's your business, brick and mortar? Yeah. What is it?
Virtual reality.
Or unless you're selling brick and mortar, like literally. Okay, no, but so you're selling
That's why
VR?
he's so jacked.
Yes, virtual reality. So it's a virtual reality business.
Okay, got you. And so you want to get verified reviews so people come in. I think tying it to also revenue, like if you would get 20% more revenue from having valid reviews, that would then pay for itself 10 times over.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. All right. I don't know, do you have any questions,
that was
follow
great.
up?
No, that was great.
Any questions from the audience?
Yeah.
Oh, Jason, you over there.
I got a question.
Okay, here
Sure.
it is.
So what about people like me who leave real reviews with a fake alias?
Oh, great question.
That's what I mean.
By the way, his alias is Rob Hughes, if you didn't know. It's just
So we specifically did it as a points system. So you can leave. So the idea is you can leave your identity masked or unmasked. So it'll be connected to your wallet. But if you decide you're going to create 5 different wallets or however many wallets, what happens is you don't continually level up. You don't get more points. You don't engage in community as much in that wallet. The other thing is we also have basically the points deteriorate over time. They degrade. So like if you're inactive, they'll slowly go back down, but you can easily earn them back very quickly. So that's I've thought quite a bit about that.
All right. Cool. All right. There's a lot to look.
Is he going to do dating apps next? Get rid of the bots?
Okay.
Get rid of the fake reviews? Is that the
Look,
next
man,
thing?
I left you 3 stars. Will you leave it alone? All right.
I wanted all 5.
No.
I
no
deserved
way.
all 5.
No, not. Look, I was Olive Garden. You could have done better, Rob.
You can't do better than Olive Garden.
I don't know.
That's the other thing we're doing. If you leave a negative review,
there's another business. All right.
Even if you leave a negative review, we have an AI mediator step in.
Okay.
And basically help soften the tone so that the business, as a business owner, you get a negative review, you get a 1-star, 2-star, you're like, screw you guys. It's like I'm not leaving. I'm not responding to this. But if you decide that you're going to basically mediate, then you have the opportunity to come to a resolution, and the AI will step in and help.
This is getting very deep state.
I know.
By
I
the
like
way.
how you
I'm
said
like,
screw you guys while I
yes.
flip this off.
Okay.
It's like it was like a Christian, but not,
That's it. All right. Well, I only leave 5-star reviews. All right. Give it up for William,
Wow.
everybody. Give it up.
Give it up for Bill.
All right, guys.
That's it.
Throw some tunes on. I think we're done. We're done.
Yeah, that's wrap. Thank
Okay,
you all
guys.
for coming.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming to
Savos.
Bucket List Pitch. You guys have fun?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, good.
Should we do it again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do this again. So here's the deal.
That's a lot of positives.
Big round of applause to Savos for hosting
Thank
us,
you,
everybody.
Chris at Savos. Roy at Savos, beautiful office.
Yes, we're going to be able to hang out for 20 minutes, and then we're going to chase everybody out with a cattle prod. I think that was the deal, right? Hang out,
I don't
talk.
remember that deal.
We really appreciate it. And how about your film crew and everybody? Jason
Yes.
for putting it together.
DJ
everybody.
Ray.
DJ, let's throw some tunes. We're done,
We
everybody.
didn't give him a lot of
Yeah,
opportunities.
yeah.
We didn't give you a lot of opportunities.
All right,
We,
yeah, yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, I don't want to cut them off.
It's probably because I was angled away from her. I
That's
wasn't
it,
very
I know.
inclusive with my body then.
That's all right. We're gonna have an HR discussion.
I didn't
after
want
this,
him to
okay?
talk. Do you hear how nice his
I
voice
know,
sounds?
it's very nice. All right. Why don't you set us up, man? Let's get
Yes.
it into the after parties. Thanks, guys. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you all for
Thanks,
coming.
guys. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's a wrap.
Done, buddy.
Let's go beers and quick.
Yeah. All right.